Hi, this is your best friend Elizabeth from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and you're listening to Is This Adulting?
Hey everybody, and welcome to Is This Adulting, a weekly conversation between two best friends navigating adulthood as overgrown man-children. I'm best friend number 1, Stephen Pappas.
And I'm best friend number 2, Chris Grimmett.
And this week, we are being joined by the host of the Already Gone podcast, Nina Innsted. Nina, thanks so much for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, absolutely. We are super pumped to have you on the show. I was telling Chris beforehand, and I mentioned it to you as well, like, when I listen to your show, your voice is so like chill and soothing. And so I was like, it's going to be like weird in real life, like hearing just the most relaxing, like smooth
seriously.
voice.
Nina, okay, so we've now met and known each other for all of 3.5 minutes. So I just, a question I have to you is, do you feel like when you talk sometimes, do you think, wow, I have just got the most soothing voice in the world? Or is this just what we're perceiving?
I've always talked like this, so it's just how I talk. And honestly, sometimes it's a little, I don't know, like a little embarrassing, like, okay. But I'm delighted. If I have to have some sort of unusual feature, having a nice voice is a good thing to have.
I think that's her nice way of telling us, like, lay off how cool my voice is. Like,
seriously, I mean, I'm just sitting here thinking, like, I want every bad news I've ever heard in my entire life to come from you, because it would feel so much better. I love it. This is nothing but compliments here. And if I could, I'm going to get Siri to be replaced by your voice, because it would just be so much nicer. Oh, it's so nice.
My first job was working as a receptionist on a mental health unit.
Okay.
And this was the early 90s, so it was a long time ago. And what I used to hear back in those dark days was that I gave good phone, which is a really classy thing to hear. But,
I know, right?
Yeah. And it's still true, I guess. I only give good
I've never heard that phrase before. That's an interesting way to do it. It almost sounds kind of like weird and dirty, but
No, I think that's the implication.
That is the implication.
Yeah.
Okay, I just thought. Okay, good. Oh, wait. It's catching up with me now, y'all.
It takes him a second. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to get into our first topic in just a few minutes. But, Nina, why don't you just give everybody a brief summary of who you are and your show and where they can find you on the social media machines?
Okay. I'm Nina Innsted. I'm the writer, producer, and voice behind the Already Gone podcast. It is a true crime podcast that focuses mainly on Detroit and Michigan, the Great Lakes region, but I also cover listener requests and cases from other areas. I've been doing the podcast for about a year now, and I'm excited to see what's coming up in the second year of the show.
Awesome. Cool. Yeah,
I'm on
yep.
social media. Sorry. I'm on Twitter at Already Gone Pod. I have a website, alreadygonepodcast.com. If you want to email me, host at alreadygonepodcast.com. I have an Instagram, but I'm terrible at it, so I won't share that.
Everybody keeps telling me that we need to get an Instagram, but I'm like, I don't have anything to post photos of. Like, what do you just want me on the treadmill every day? Like, here's this. Like, here you go. Like,
yeah, I don't. I feel like Instagram is really, really successful for people like under 18, but for everyone else, I get the idea behind it, but I don't know. I just don't have enough like quality things to post about when it comes to pictures. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
There's nothing
it would just be my dog.
photogenic about me. So
it would just be my dog, and that's it.
What? Dude, your dog could have a whole Instagram to himself.
Yeah, you know, it is interesting because you think how many people have actually somewhat successful Instagrams just for their pets. I don't know.
Right.
Augie the Aussie needs an Instagram.
All right, we'll think about it. All
right, cool. I'm supporting it. All right. Well, before we get into the mental health check-in, we're going to do just a little bit of quick housekeeping, everybody's favorite part. First, I want to say thanks to Elizabeth for the audio drop. That was awesome. If you would like to send an audio drop, and I'll be more excited because last time Chris told me I said it real sad. If you'd
really
like
did.
to send an audio drop to us, you can basically just send. That's too much.
Okay, a little less Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. I'm going to pull back. you can send it to us. Just say, hey, this is your best friend and your name from city, state, and you're listening to Is This Adulting? And we will throw it at the beginning of the episode. We love having people do that. And
for our listeners that aren't from a place that there's a city and a state, we would also be willing to accept whatever location.
Yeah, exactly. Just where you live.
Hey, my name is Jeff. Weird. I'm in the sewers. Yeah, it could be any location.
By the way, that's the same voice that you gave to the fry cook at
I really like that. I'm digging that voice these days. I don't know what it is, but
I think his name was Jeff too at KFC.
Oh gosh, okay, that's my go-to name. So if there are any Jeffs out there, I guess I just want to be your friend apparently. So.
Well, also, I wanted to say stay tuned at the end of the show. We're going to have a little 30-second trailer, just an ad for another show, friend of the pod, called Car Conversations, and we have got that tacked on at the end, so stay tuned for that. I want to give a shout-out to another pod called Film Roast. It is Hannah and Julia over at Film Roast. They're great. They just won the Podern Family Pod of the Week on Twitter this week. And so I want to promote them because, one, they're coming on our show in a couple weeks, and we're really excited about that. And two, I'm actually going to be on the episode of their show that is releasing, I guess, a few days after this drops, just because Julia, one of their co-hosts, got married. And so she was looking for somebody to fill in. And so, I have my priorities straight. I'm not off getting married somewhere. I know that podcasting is king. And so I'm going to be on there. Or Queen. And so I'm going to be on there. So definitely check out Film Roast Podcast. They are awesome. I've been researching the topic, which I'm not going to give away, that we're going to talk about. But it's forced me to see a lot of Jared Leto, like on the internet in the last week. And so I have literally been walking around for 4 days singing The Kill by 30 Seconds to Mars, which I think came out like 10 years ago. And so everybody is just staring at me while I walk around going, "No, break me down."
Okay.
Bury me.
Okay, calm down now. Calm down.
Steven, he's back.
I don't know what movie you're referring to, but this entire time I was imagining Stuart Little, and it started getting like weirder and weirder the more like details you added.
Where was Jared Leto and Stuart Little?
Well, no, I had already decided that you were going to be watching Stuart Little, and so when you added Jared Leto, I was like, oh, that makes an interesting wrinkle.
Oh, there you go, Jared Leto.
I imagine Jared Leto as the Joker, and so I just imagine like him creating havoc with poor little Stuart. But you can keep going.
No, it's cool.
I just needed to stop that singing. So
it's the best singing. No, it's not.
Sure, it is.
Other than that was all the housekeeping I had. So we're gonna start off this week the same way we do every week with a mental health check-in. So, Chris, how's your mental health been this week?
Well, so if anyone's been listening lately, they have known that it's not been so good for poor old Christopher over here. But I will say there are some positive things that are going on. Continued, ironically, 12 hours after we recorded. So, I mean, because we recorded on a night and the next morning found out some pretty crazy bad news, just that has kind of continued to add to the stress. However, I'll provide a little bit more details and maybe, I don't know, even like in a bonus podcast or something for Patreon, I can kind of go in more detail and kind of share more of what's kind of happened. But long story short, there's just been a lot of stress going on with work, and found myself just needing to leave. And good news is, in the midst of a lot of stress, I got a job that's going to be really exciting, so that's fun. And one of my best friends got married, and that was fun. I cried a lot this weekend, y'all. Like, I mean, to be fair, I was already having a pretty emotional week, so that just kind of made it easier. But, I mean, I used to be able to dance at weddings. I mean, I used to love to dance, and I'm over here just like, I had sobbed so much during the wedding that I was just trying to recover, and I was sitting in the corner and just eating mac and cheese and barbecue. And, I mean, it was mostly good. I feel like I looked a little disgusting, but it was a good weekend.
Awesome.
My friend is off in Mexico, enjoying himself, and yeah, I know he's never been out of the country, so I'm proud of him. And so yeah, overall, ended up being a good weekend. So compared to how it's been, y'all, I'm actually doing pretty good. So that's
awesome.
nice.
I'm really glad to hear that.
Yeah, Nina, how are you doing? Are you doing pretty good?
I'm doing well. I had some health issues earlier in the year, and it wasn't until last week, Thursday, that I got finally an all clear from my doctor on all fronts, and I actually had a really good cry over it because I didn't realize how much it was weighing on me. But I'm fine. I'm in good health, and I'm very grateful.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you. But I didn't get any mac and cheese or barbecue. That seems unfair.
Well, I'll send you some.
You got to come to a North Carolina wedding if you want to get mac and cheese and barbecue.
Or a North Carolina Tuesday afternoon. It seems like every
really.
single meal for me.
We're recording this on Memorial Day. It's everywhere today. I mean,
that is especially the case.
We've got a big, my husband smoked a pork shoulder.
Ooh.
So I've got 6 pounds of pulled pork waiting for me later tonight.
That's amazing.
It is.
If you need a little bit of a pick-me-up with your mental health, that is one way to do it, that's for sure.
Right.
Maybe not so much
like
with your physical
meat.
health, but
yeah. Yeah, not the rest of your health, but at least mentally that'll make you feel better. Steven, what's going on? Tell us about you.
I guess that leaves me, yeah. I have had another up and down week. I had a couple really, 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 really bad days this week where I actually just had to get out of the house and just drive because I legitimately was concerned for my own safety and mental process if I stayed at my house by myself, just because of where I was at. Just because I think I had an unbalanced week. Something with the medicine wasn't working, or I don't know what was up, but it was rough. But then I went to Winston-Salem, actually, a couple hours away, for those who don't know North Carolina, and I picked up the basically last items that are in the house that my parents were in. My mom is moving out of state, and so the only thing left was furniture that my wife and I are taking that we like to have, things like my dad's desk and just a couple things that we wanted to hang on to. And so we went and got the rest of that, and I spent the entire U-Haul drive back to Charlotte for 2 hours bawling my eyes out, but like in the best way. And I posted about it in the best friends group, and I'm not going to go into it here because it's going to come up on a topic next week, and I'm going to do a Patreon exclusive episode really breaking it down, but it's all because of a musical, and no, it wasn't Hamilton. It's a musical called Next to Normal, which addresses bipolar depressive disorders and manic depression, and it's all about love and loss and mental illness, and I'm going to talk about that in the future. But if you are part of the best friends group, I urge you to go watch the clips that I posted and stuff. You will hear a lot about that show from me in the next few weeks because it is my favorite musical of all time, and I had not listened to it since my dad died and since I really been struggling with the mental health stuff. And so for me, it was just super cathartic and like really, really good to get out because it forced me to look at my own depression from not only my perspective, but from my wife's perspective and my mom's perspective and how my family views my illness. And that's not something that I always think about because I'm so focused on myself when I'm going through those like panic episodes and things. So it forced me to take a step back and really examine my own illness. So anyway, like I said, I'm going to do a whole Patreon exclusive episode about it, but
you seem to have a transformative drive back, which is good.
Yeah,
and
it was
if
good.
Nothing else, it seems like you've been transformed to not only talk about Hamilton.
Well, don't worry. There'll still be Hamilton talk at some point.
And just so you know, for my own mental health, I'm very excited about this new passion project you have, which is called Other Musicals. I'm sure even Lin-Manuel Miranda is kind of like, okay, this is good. Like, I think this dude loves it more than I do. So
yeah, I'm in close contact
happy,
with Lin, and you know, he likes it. He likes my support, but whatever. If you want to put words in his mouth, that's fair. I'm going to tell him though, and you know, I'm pretty sure he controls most of the world's governments at this point. So
he's getting close. So.
Anyway, as always, if you have a mental health check-in you'd like to share, an idea of how we can encourage you throughout the week, or you just kind of want to talk to somebody, I always remind you we are not mental health professionals, but we are always here to listen as friends. And so you can either email us over at isthisadultingpod@gmail.com, or you can join the Is This Adulting Best Friends group on Facebook and share your serious or silly stuff there. And that's a lot of fun. With that being said, we are going to roll into topic one. And so, what we do here, if you haven't gathered when we have guests, is with a little peek behind the curtain. We come up with the first topic, then we play some sort of game that Chris has masterminded, and then we let them bring a topic. So Chris came to me with the topic that we're bringing this week, and I was like, yes, we're talking about that. Yes. So we want to talk about irrational fears. Things that we're afraid of that really there's no reason for us to be afraid of, because I feel like your gut goes to like, okay, things you're afraid of. Okay, I'm afraid of spiders. I'm afraid of snakes. I'm afraid of this. I'm afraid of that. But I'm not sure that that's completely irrational, because snakes bite, spiders bite. They're terrifying. The things I'm afraid of are absolutely irrational.
Yes.
And so
Same
I just
here,
thought that we would kind of go around. And as the guest, Nina, would you like to share one of yours first, or all of yours, or however you want to do it?
Sure.
Do our podcast for us?
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna tap out. This is all you. You got it.
Excellent. Irrational fears. Okay. I actually have kind of a funny irrational fear. I'm afraid of falling. Which
just down?
Not like I'm going to trip and fall, but like if
Okay.
I'm sitting on the edge of something, I'm afraid I'm going to fall backwards, or I'm just basically afraid that I'm going to be dropped and fall and hit my head and grievously injure myself. So I can go like up on a tall building or go parasailing, and that doesn't bother me at all. But if I'm perched like on a wall, you're at the park and you sit on the wall, I get worried that I'm going to fall off of it, like Humpty Dumpty or something. But I just have this terrible fear of falling.
Nina, thank you so much. I get it. No joke. This whole time, for so many years, I was like, I must have a fear of heights, because sometimes I'll find myself in a situation where I'm just like, well, it is tall and I'm afraid I'm going to fall down. But that is not the fear. I am totally with you. Steven knows this. Sometimes I'll go to the mall and I cannot get right near the edge. Like, if it's on the second floor, not because I care about being high, it's because I do not trust myself. And I believe that I will trip and I will find the weirdest possible way to fall and just it be a big time mess.
In your defense, you are not the most coordinated person I've ever seen in my life.
So I guess maybe for me it's not rational as it is rational since I'm so much of a klutz. But I get it. It's speaking to my heart right now. Woo! I'm excited about that. Someone else who expresses my frustration. Okay, I'm sorry. I've got to calm down. I will say this, though. I have a question for you.
Sure.
So with your fear of falling, and this is not me making light of, this is a legitimate question.
Sure.
The Life Alert commercial, does that cause you like panic?
No. For me, it's more like I've eaten and I can't get up.
Okay.
No, it's
because
it's,
I wondered, like, would that happen?
No, it's like falling off of something or being dropped. Like when I was younger, and someone would, I'm going to pick you up and carry you. Oh no, you're not.
No.
Yeah.
No. Never carry me. Nope. Maybe that's an irrational fear I just discovered, but nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Well, that did answer my other question. I was like, how often are people like holding you to where you could be dropped? I was like, interesting. I want to know more about who holds you, because no one holds me anymore. That makes me just sad.
But even like falling off the bed or falling off the couch, that scares the crap out of me for some reason.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Steven, what's one of your irrational ones? I know you've got some.
Yo, I do. I've got 3 written down here. I'm trying to decide which one to roll with first.
I saw that list.
Yeah, you did see that list. I'm going to actually roll with the most irrational one first, and then work into because I'm the least afraid of it, but it's the most irrational one. And that is Tom Cruise. I am terrified of Tom.
Wait, have you always been afraid, or is this more recent?
No, this is recent. Something about his face has happened. His face, it's bad. Just like something with his face has changed, and now it just looks like he's seeing through me or looking into my soul anytime I see him on a movie screen. I'm not talking Top Gun Tom Cruise. I'm talking like mid to late 2000s on.
Like when he started going up the levels in Scientology.
Right, exactly. All of a sudden he's jumping on couches and he's doing Jack Reacher, which is even scarier than Scientology to me. Because he made that film and is remaking The Mummy, and just seeing The Mummy commercial now, I'm just like,
he's remaking The Mummy?
Yeah, it's terrible. It looks so bad.
It looks terrible. Maybe it won't be. It wasn't the first one with with Nick Cage though?
No,
Brendan Fraser.
With Brendan Fraser. Let me just go
Those
and
are
let you know
bad.
something,
Fraser, okay.
Nina. I don't know. I can't speak for Steven here, but Chris Grimmett is a big time fan of Brendan Fraser. I think it's more about nostalgia than about any type of quality.
Okay.
But
They're not good, but I do love them.
But oh gosh,
That's
Brendan,
perfectly
where are
reasonable.
you? Be our best friend. Sorry, keep going. I'm thinking about Brendan.
It's okay. No, I just something about him, man. I don't know. He gives me like the skeevies. Like I just can't like. I don't know. I don't like looking at him now.
Can I ask? Is
Sure.
it the tooth in the center of his mouth? Have you
I
seen the picture?
just noticed that recently.
Wait,
Is
a
that
second.
new? Has he
What?
Is that Scientology thing? Like
I
has
don't
he
think
installed
anybody
a new
installed
tooth?
it. I think I can't cast aspersions on other people's teeth. My
I'm
teeth
starting
are
to
not
wonder if he's
perfect.
growing a second row of teeth like sharks.
All right, I'm gonna
So
Google
he can unhinge
Tom Cruise
and-
tooth and see
Yeah.
what I can find as y'all talk about this.
Okay,
But I
yeah,
like the idea
it's-
of it being installed.
Yeah, I
don't,
just
yeah,
feel like
I
he
don't think
glued
he's
it on
having
the
new
front.
teeth installed. I think it's been there.
Okay, see, I
glued
never
it
noticed.
on
It
the
just feels like he
front.
glued it on top of the two teeth that were already there, and so it's making like a tiny little pyramid of teeth.
I've never noticed this. Oh, okay. I'm still in the process of looking. So
That's
just,
okay. You go ahead. While you look for that and you're afraid, I'm gonna shoot it back to Nina. Do you have another one?
Do I have another irrational fear?
Because I've got plenty. So
Wait. Why is that tooth there?
He found the picture. He found it.
That's not where teeth go.
we've broken
Well, it
his world.
is.
No, I don't think it is.
Well, yes, I agree with you, and also, but
You can't unsee it.
oh my gosh, it's like, yeah, it's like the gums decided, nah, we're good. We're gonna make the tooth the show. Like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Continue. Oh God, I gotta exit out of that. I'm staring at it.
yeah.
a little too
What's
much. Okay, keep
scarier,
going.
that or the Casey Anthony mask from a few weeks ago?
I don't know. I wonder how much his tooth would go on eBay though.
Probably
If
a
anyone
lot.
finds
It's
it,
Tom
just let me know.
Cruise. All right. So now that you're done Googling,
Okay.
I'm gonna let Nina think of another one. While you're done Googling, unless you don't have one, but while you're done Googling, I want you to tell me one of yours, and I know
You
one
know
of
both.
them.
You know both of them, but both of them are. Oh gosh,
I'm gonna need you to definitely share the one I'm thinking of, but
you
if
want
I
me to do
know
that one
both-
first?
I don't know what the other one is. I don't know what would be better. You go ahead
Okay.
and you just share whatever you think is best first.
Okay, y'all. I'm just gonna have to go with this is a legitimate fear that haunts me every single day, and I'm just gonna say what it is, and then there's a good chance, Nina, you're gonna be. I have no idea what that is, and so I'll explain it to you. But my irrational. Oh my god, even saying it makes me want to throw up.
Is it the one I'm thinking of?
Yes.
Yep.
Toilet snakes. So I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but
Where people in Brooklyn went to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night and there was a snake in their toilet?
oh my god, we can't even talk about it. I'm about to hyperventilate. Oh god, I don't think you understand.
Because I check. I actually
You
check.
do?
If I get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, I look.
Nina, we are the same person. What in the world?
We
Where
had a
have
lot
you
of
been?
clapping in this episode.
I can't help it. Oh my god, y'all. Okay, if no one knows what this horrible thing is, it's okay. I hate snakes. Like I hate snakes. There is very few things that I would willingly jump in front of a snake. Like, and I'm talking about there are very few things. I'm talking about like maybe one or two. Most of my friends, boy, do I love you, but sayonara. Like I'll be there.
Where do I fall on that scale?
What'd you say?
Where do I fall on that scale?
I honestly, I don't think I would jump in front of you. If I'm being completely honest, like
Would
I
you
said,
jump in front of Nina?
Oh gosh, if she talked to me in that calm way, I might have to.
Okay, cool.
You
But-
can totally jump in front of me. It's fine. You can do it.
Oh my
I
gosh,
believe
that's
in you.
exactly what I need to hear. That encourages me to do that. But y'all, seriously, like there's this thing where sometimes snakes go up the sewers, or I don't even know what the pipes or whatever horrible, evil way that they get up there, and you open the freaking. Oh, I'm gonna throw up. Oh, okay. And y'all think I'm being fake? I'm not even joking. Like
No,
I
I don't
am
think you're being
nauseous
fake.
thinking to it. Like you open up the freaking thing, whatever the seed is called, and there's a snake there. And I think if I did that, I might honestly self-combust. Like the thought of it is so bad, and I'm not going to get into this this one fact that some might be thinking, considering we get in the toilet humor so much. But
Apparently.
the irony does not. What is the phrase I'm trying to say? The irony does not get past me.
It's not lost on you?
Yeah, it's not.
Right.
There we go. It's not lost on me that I'm afraid of toilet snakes. And one of the main things that go into a toilet, you could argue at times, looks like a small snake.
There it is.
But like I said, I'm not trying to get gross. So I get the irony there. But I check. There are so many times where I will slowly open the toilet seat because and I just take a deep breath and I go, all right, Chris, you can do it. And then I take a deep sigh of relief every time that's not the case. I'm especially worried at nighttime that's going to be the case because I'm not at full alert, and
Right.
That's when they're going to get me. So
See,
They're
I
going to
just
catch you off guard.
At
Oh,
nighttime,
gosh.
for me, my biggest toilet fear is after watching The Sixth Sense as a child, there's that scene where he's peeing in the middle of the night and, like, the shadow passes the door behind him. And, like, I'm so scared that, like, as I'm peeing, like, a shadow is just going to shoot past the door and I won't even know. And it's going to just, like, there's something in my house. Like, it's that's my thing at night.
Oh, that scares me too. But honestly, I'd rather have 15 of them come and destroy me than have one toilet snake. Oh,
Don't
gosh,
wish that
it's-
evil on you.
Oh gosh, whatever. It's just. Let's please talk about something else before I vomit. Ugh.
Aw.
I can
It's
hit up
so
one
real.
of mine if you want.
Please,
I've already
please.
mentioned this on the show before because I had a terrible run-in with like 7 of them at a baseball game. But my second biggest fear in this world, at least a rational fear, is just a huge fear of mascots. Just all mascots.
I forgot you have that fear.
I'm terrified. Okay, so I told the baseball story like 4 or 5 weeks ago.
I keep forgetting about this.
I'm not going to tell that again, but like, okay, anytime we go to Carowinds, which is like a Paramount, or used to be Paramount Park here in North Carolina, like there's always this big, fuzzy, he looks like a big mop, but it's like Grimace from McDonald's, but like shaggy, and it always comes at me, and I really don't like it. Like, I don't like those.
It's like he knows.
Yes, exactly. It's like he knows which one to pick on. Like, they can smell fear. I'm convinced. I don't like when I went to Disney World as a kid, nope. Like, get Mickey Mouse and Goofy away from me. Like, I'm okay with the clearly human being ones, but like, I don't want the big guys coming at me. Like, no thank you. I'm absolutely terrified of them. I mean, even fast food mascots like the Burger King, who is now becoming the unofficial mascot of the podcast, I think.
Yep.
The Burger King scares the hell out of me. I'm glad he's gone. But Ronald McDonald, terrifying. It doesn't even have to be a literal mascot suit. It just has to be like a visual representation of something.
Oh my God, Steven. I have the most horrifying idea. What if someone created a mascot that was the like cartoon version of Tom Cruise with the one singular tooth, and he is carrying a snake with a toilet seat around its neck, and then he is trying to chase you
And shove you off of ledges.
in order for you to
Right.
fall. I think this might be literally the definition of
It's some sort of like
our worst
1980s
fears.
Voltron style hell monster. Like,
Yeah. I'm just imagining like a gigantic Luigi type character, that like the really cartoon figures. But yeah, so, oh gosh. Ugh. Well, let me share my other one real fast. I want to
Okay.
get these over with, so I don't have to think about it anymore.
Got it.
My other one that haunted me and continues to haunt me is, okay, so I don't have a fear of taxidermy. What I do have a fear of is far more rational, and that is the taxidermy coming to life. And okay, yes, it is coming to life. I was trying to like make me sound cooler or more justified, but the fact is I'm just so deathly afraid of it moving. And let me just give you a little bit of a side story for a second. Nina, this is so unfortunate. Can you imagine that this is one of my biggest fears in the world, and I got outvoted 3-1
yeah,
to
you
have
did.
a stuffed deer, not only in our college house, but literally by the door that you have to walk by in order to do anything.
Yes.
That's cold. That is cold.
Oh, and
My
there
vote
are-
was in favor of that just because I knew of the fear. I had no dog in the fight. I just wanted it to be an amusing 2 years.
and that was my thing. It's like it was our roommates, grandfathers, and so I wanted to be supportive. And so the way I was supportive was, I'm surprised I didn't develop like a pain in my neck, because no joke, anytime I would go into the house, I would immediately look down and just avoid walking by. And I had to pass it multiple times every single day. And I am so freaking afraid that, like, and I think it all started with that stupid singing bass thing from years and years ago.
Billy
I'm talking about,
Bass?
Billy the Big Mouth
Is that what it
Bass.
was? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it was because I was like, I never used to have that fear. And so I walked up to it, and all of a sudden it started singing to me, and it was my worst nightmare coming true. And of course it was
Sorry.
like, no, it's okay to laugh because I recognize this is irrational and stupid. But the only thing worse than a stuffed taxidermy would be a stuffed toilet snake that moved. And then I might literally just choose to move to a different part of the world. Whatever place doesn't have snakes. If there is that place out there and a listener is listening, find that for me, and I would be very grateful. But those are my two irrational fears. Please someone else talk before I honestly start freaking out.
Well,
So can I make a comment? I think we're going to
Please.
talk about this a little bit in a few minutes, but
Please.
as a northerner, hearing about two gentlemen from North Carolina talking about taxidermy, there's an assumption there that can be made,
yeah.
Oh,
right?
yes.
I
That is
am like
that is a
the
strong
least,
assumption.
Like if you know us though, we're like the least taxidermy fans. Like we are the least country of like country. We'll get into it.
Yeah. Well, and to be fair, it's not like I said, it's not that every single person in the South is like pro taxidermy. They're not trying to
No.
write that into the
No, no.
Constitution.
But there's a stereotype
But
there.
you are completely
There is a stereotype,
correct
which
that
we've
there's a
embraced.
stereotype, and I have many family members who embrace that stereotype.
We've already talked about barbecue and mac and cheese at weddings. Like we're embracing
Sure.
stereotypes today.
Yes,
Sure.
that is true. That is true.
Well, and I have a I have a disclaimer. My dad is from West Virginia, so I am essentially half Southern.
yeah.
That
So
counts.
did you experience the taxidermy growing up?
I did not.
It's probably good.
I experienced the mines, the coal mines.
Oh yeah, I thought you said the mimes, and I was like, "Is there a large
that's
thing of mimes
terrifying.
in West Virginia? If so, I'm never going back."
No, the coal mines.
West Virginia, the quietest state. That should be the tagline.
No, and there was a couch on almost every porch. So
Ooh,
there were
that's
some
kinda
stereotypes.
Cool, though. Like I said,
Right?
maybe I'm enjoying that stereotype, but man, I would love a couch on a porch.
Yeah, in Michigan, it would be super gross.
Oh, I guess that's true.
So when I held my list up before we started recording and said, "Hey, this is the extent of my show notes," Nina agreed with me that she was scared of two of them, and Tom Cruise was one of them. And you
Okay.
looked at me funny when I said mascots, so I'm assuming the other one that we share is my number one fear in the entire world, and that is dolls.
Yep, you hate those things.
I don't know if I was reading that wrong, but I am terrified of dolls. I mean, so scared. So scared.
He really is. Like, to the point where I didn't recognize how bad it was until a few times I saw one, and his whole freaking body changes. Like, his body language goes
Fight
into
or flight.
pure. I mean, it is all. It's both. It's like he will fight anything that gets near him, and then he will run as fast as he can.
My wife has a porcelain doll she was given by her grandmother, and as a rule of marriage, it has to live at her parents' house because I cannot have it in my house because it will awaken in the night and come after me because it is a minion of the Antichrist.
Riding a stuffed deer head. What if you opened the toilet one night and the porcelain doll was there? Actually, I'm afraid of toilet snakes, but I might be more afraid of toilet porcelain dolls.
As you should be. And I know, by the way, of an irrational fear that you and I both have that we are leaving off this list, and my mother has it too.
What is it?
We are both deathly afraid of birds.
Oh God, okay. I don't even consider that irrational because anyone who loves birds should move to the freaking Amazon where there's plenty because birds are the scariest things in the world. Oh my gosh. Let me tell you this quick story. I know we're getting off topic, but let me tell you, Nina, why I'm so afraid of birds. This is a painful one to go through.
Oh God.
I'm at the beach. I am only like 3 years old. And we go to the beach, my family, like we decided to go for the weekend. It was like the winter, so it was just to do something kind of fun, right? So I had this beautiful blue jacket. I was so excited about it. It was like my first big boy jacket. I was so pumped. And we go out into the beach, and we had pizza the night before. And so my mom was like, "Oh, Christopher, I got the best idea. Let's go and take all of these crumbs, or not crumbs, you know what I'm saying, the crust from the pizza.
Right.
Let's go outside and let's throw it to the birds." And I'm a 3-year-old, and I'm like, "Oh, I love birds. Yeah, yeah, yeah." And I was super Southern too, so just so you were. So we get out into the beach. And my dad was trying to catch up with us. So I'm carrying the big old box, and the pizza box is open. And I'm just with my jacket, and I'm just walking like a penguin through, because, I'm 3, and that's how 3-year-olds walk. So I'm walking. And all of a sudden, my mom turns around because she can't hear my dad. So she tries to walk a little bit to hear. And when she walks away, remember, the pizza box is open.
Oh, Lord.
And all of a sudden, the largest amount of the irony of this, considering there's a band out there, the largest flock of seagulls began to feast upon me. And no joke, there were like 50 of them. And they just went to town on this little poor 3-year-old. And yes.
Did you run? Did you run so far away?
Oh, you cruel. If you didn't say that so silky smooth, I would be upset with you right now.
Sorry.
But oh my gosh.
That's amazing.
But I wish I could have. No. Instead, I stood frozen and became I don't even know what I'm trying to say right now.
You were frozen with fear.
Yes.
Paralyzed.
And,
terrified.
And when I came out of it, I was covered with nothing but the worst of bird poo everywhere on my brand new big boy baby blue jacket.
Aww.
And all I remember afterwards is we were in the hotel, like in the lobby, like going to the women's restroom. My mom was just wiping off poo all over my face while I just sobbed. And to this day, I blame all birds for that one experience.
That seems fair.
Mine all spurred from that time that we went back to pick up your laptop you had left at a retreat center.
Yeah.
And do you remember this?
Oh, I know what birds you're referring to.
We went back up there, and there are geese everywhere around this lake. And so I remember I wasn't scared of birds. This is when it started, and this was in college.
Mm-hmm.
And I was walking down by the lake, and we were walking up to the building where he had left the laptop to go to the Lost and Found and ask about it. And he kind of split off from me and starts walking up the hill a different way. And I'm like, "Why don't you just walk this way, man? Like, this is the best." He's like, "No, don't you see the geese over there? Like, they're coming." And I was making fun of him. I was laughing. And I kept walking.
I knew.
And I slowly realized, like, the geese were forming a circle.
Yep.
And the circle was surrounding me.
Mm-hmm. Every time. That's classic geese.
As I just kept walking, they kept closing in, and they started, like, biting, like nipping, like geese do, like at my legs and stuff. And so I flipped out, screamed some things that I will not repeat here. I kicked one of the geese in the face, and then I ran away.
Amen.
I took off running, and I swear to you, to this day, anytime I see a goose and it's coming toward me, I imagine that it has a message of, like, "For our fallen brother, take him, like, get him."
And to be fair, let me just tell you, like in all seriousness, these geese are much bigger than I've ever seen a geese before. Like, I want to make a joke and say their neck is as thick as my thigh, but it's not that extreme. But these geese are, Stephen, what would you? I would say they're honestly at least 35 pounds minimum.
Oh yeah.
Oh, probably. They're probably more than that. They're probably close to 50 pounds.
Okay, that's what I was originally going to say, and
big
I thought
old birds.
maybe that's crazy, but because my dog is 50 pounds. But no, these look like 3 geese that like form together to make one mighty geese or goose. Mighty goose.
The mighty goose.
Yeah. So, oh gosh.
Anyway,
birds,
okay.
They're bad.
Polly,
do not want a cracker. That's all I have to say.
I want to get us out of this because we're talking about some scary stuff now, and I'm a little scared, honestly, as we move into the next segment because I don't know what game Chris has planned. Really,
I'm so excited.
I know a basic of it, but I never really know what's going to happen. And Nina, you have no idea because he has changed the game since I mentioned to you the format.
Yep, I changed it. Okay, so Nina, I hope you're okay with it. I'm real excited. I actually formed this game. I've been thinking about it for a while, and then I decided to be inspired by you to help us with this game. Are you excited for it?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes, I am.
Okay. So I call this game Rad Libs. It's like Mad Libs, but it's different. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a very popular song from sometime throughout time, and I have taken out some of the words, and I'm going to have you go back and forth, you and Steven, to fill in the blanks, and then I will sing to you the new version that you've created that will take this song back to the top 40 where it belongs. Do you like that idea?
I do like that idea.
Perfect.
I will just caution you that I tend to dwell in the gutter, so...
Hey,
Yeah.
that's just going to make this better for everybody. So,
Excellent.
Just a little disclaimer for all you listeners. This part of the game is going to be me getting different nouns and verbs and such. And so I don't know if it will be pleasant to the ear or not, but I'm going to say that it will be. But
It
worst
will,
case
because
scenario,
if you say adverb, I don't even know what that is. So go ahead.
Yeah, well, I can promise you, I also don't fully know what an adverb is, so I just kind of made sure I avoided it. I actually think one time I do need an adverb, and I just changed it to something else. So
There you go.
So we'll make it
Good
work.
plan.
So, but I'm not going to tell you what the song is until after we've collected the things, okay?
Okay.
Perfect. So I'm just going to start walking through. And so we'll start with Nina, our guest. I'm going to need a noun, whatever that noun is for you.
Paris.
Perfect. All right. Next up, Steven, I want a location.
Oh,
Did I steal your
you know
location?
what? You know what? Paris.
Okay. Okay. How about Nita? Let's do a time of day.
Morning.
Oh, nice. Okay. Steven, give me a noun.
Toilet snake.
You don't even know what this one is either. Oh, gosh. I am actually really sad because you have kind of just made this toilet snake the plot of this freaking song. Dang it. All right. Nina, let's do an adjective.
Rosy.
Ooh.
Is that an adjective? College was
yeah.
a long time ago.
I like it. It's good enough.
Okay.
It's enough descriptive to me. Steven, now I want a time of day.
Oh, why am I?
Steven,
I'm trying to
it's
be
a
too
time
clever.
of day.
Evening. Yeah.
Well, y'all just made these two time of days very basic, but it's okay. Honestly, we probably need a little bit of basic in this. All right. How about this? I would like from Nina. I would like a preposition.
Above.
Okay.
Well done. I was about
Okay.
to go aboard, about, above, across, after, against, among, as, at.
Steven.
I was doing that in my head, right back to sixth
Yep.
grade language arts, man.
Steven, verb.
Verb. Let's go with. I'm gonna keep it clean. Let's go with run.
All right.
That's not what I wanted to say.
That's okay. That's okay. This is. I have I thought of another way that can help us a little bit. I'll tell you both at the same time, so the person that's on deck can be thinking. So I'll start with. Okay, Nina, I'll take another verb from you, and then Steven, if you can think of an adjective. So verb from Nina.
Spit.
That works well for here. All right, Nina, think of a noun, and Steven, adjective.
Sexy.
Meatloaf. And you can decide if it's the food or the musician.
I want it to be the musician so badly.
Right?
Okay, the musician. If that's what you want, that's what you want. I'll put that in there. This is y'all's song. This is your day. Okay, I need a noun from Steven, and I need a verb from Nina. So, Steven?
Still trying to keep it clean. Noun.
Now, it can be anything.
I am editing this out in post.
Think.
Dog.
Actually, that works so well there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's really nice. I like it. Oh, ooh, this is an interesting This is developing an interesting thing that I wasn't prepared for. Okay, as I hear, Nina, your verb, I want to hear from Stephen, a place. So,
Chase.
Nina, Chase?
Chase.
Okay, I like it. Stephen, place?
Disneyland.
Okay.
I don't know.
No, that's good. All right, Nina, I would like onomatopoeia.
Kayak. Right?
Wait, is that onomatopoeia?
Wait. No, that's not. That's
Nina,
damn it. What's an onomatopoeia?
I want you to know that kayak, if it was onomatopoeia, I just imagine a kayak makes its own noise as you're like going down the river. Kayak.
I was thinking of the words that are the same forwards and backwards,
Yes,
like
yes.
civic.
No, that's why I was like, oh, what do we do when your guest says kayak is an onomatopoeia?
You leave it in
You
the
point
show,
out
that's
that
for sure.
So,
great.
So a word that is just pretty much a noise.
Murmur.
Okay. All right. Stephen, you come up with a noun, and I want from Nina, I want you to think of an action verb, which I think is an adverb. I'm not sure. No, I don't think it's that. No, that's not an adverb. I know for a fact. An action verb. And Stephen, I want a noun from you.
Bed.
Okay. This is just.
I'm
Stroking.
trying.
What's the word? I didn't hear.
Stroking.
You don't even fully know. Oh God. Oh.
It's devolving. It's devolving so fast.
Actually,
Right?
I like that so much. I'm just gonna keep that for the action verb for both. All right, we're starting to get close. I just need a couple more. So, Stephen, come up with onomatopoeia, and I want a noun from Nina.
Bang.
Okay, that's fine.
Pistol.
Ooh, I like it. That word. Actually, I like it.
I hope the listeners are enjoying this as much as we are, because I have no clue what's about to happen.
I know, that's what makes it so fun. Y'all have literally no idea. Okay, I think we're down to like 3 or 4 more. So, Nina,
How long is
verb,
the song?
Stephen, noun.
Smelling.
Okay. All right, Stephen, noun.
But? It's not a good Mad Lib until you put "but" in there.
Yep, you're right. All right, I need one noun from both of you, and then then we're it. We've got it.
Shirt.
All right, and Stephen, one more noun.
I don't know what her noun was because my computer froze, so I'm really interested to find out.
She said shirt.
Shirt. Okay. And you need a noun from me.
And then we've got it.
Guitar.
Perfect. Okay, y'all. We have got this thing. I'm pretty positive we've got the whole thing. Okay. Excuse my singing. I did realize I picked the highest song that I could have picked vocally.
James Blunt's "You're Beautiful"?
Well, close, but it's similar to that. So I decided, after all, we're going to talk this a little bit later, but Nina, I'm correct that you are from Detroit, right?
Right.
And so, don't worry, I'm not doing Eminem, but I am doing a very popular
right.
song that is an anthem from all ages, really, and that is "Don't Stop Believing."
Oh, yep. Journey.
Just don't play too much music because I don't want to get copyright strike.
No. I'm not going to play the music. I'll just sing it to you, okay?
Okay.
Here we go. Just a small town toilet snake living in a lonely world. It took the morning train going anywhere. Just a rosy dog born and raised in South Paris. It took the evening train going anywhere. A singer in a sexy room.
All right.
A smell of Paris and a cheap Meatloaf the musician. For a spit, they can share the night. It goes above, 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 above. Strangers chasing up and down the Disneyland. Their shadows smelling in the night. stranger's bed. Running just to find emotion, hiding somewhere in the night. Don't stop stroking. Hold on to the guitar. Street light. Pistol murmur. Don't stop stroking. Hold on to the butt. Street light. Shirt. Bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang. And that is the end of our first Rad Lib. Don't stop stroking. I think that's a pretty good title for a show right there.
Well, and with the gunplay and the meatloaf, it's kind of Detroit-centric.
It does.
Oh, man. I was so close to one of my nouns being dick, and I really wish...
I'm very glad that wasn't one of yours. But, yeah, I just like how y'all both happened to pick a toilet snake and a rosy dog came together from two different trains.
Right?
Oh, God.
It was meant to be.
Oh.
Yeah, so that
we got to play that game again.
Yeah, so that's the first version. In fact, me and Steven talked a little bit about it. I think I might include the pre-made Mad Lib so we can share it. Anyone who else feels like they want to do it later, they can. Me and my wife tried it yesterday just to make sure it was good. And her, my favorite one from hers was street lights, grandpas. Just plural grandpas. So there. That was our game. I hope you enjoyed playing because I love playing games.
I did. Thank you. And that song was actually written in Detroit.
That's so nice.
Which is a great segue.
God, we couldn't have a better
Right?
segue.
Into our last topic.
Right?
So when I asked Nina, I said, hey, what do you want to talk about? She's like, I don't know if this is too serious. And I was like, I don't think it has to be serious at all. It's kind of serious, but it's also kind of funny. And the way you ended up wording it to me was the etiquette of smack talking a city or a state.
Right.
And so I just want you to go for a second. I just want you to like have it out, like say what you need to say because I know why you wanted to talk about it.
Well, being from Detroit, a lot of people, they talk a lot of shit about Detroit, and most of them have never been here. Mm-hmm. And this actually goes back to a podcast, and I'm not going to name which one because it doesn't matter, but they were talking about the city of East St. Louis, which I've heard is not a particularly nice place. Mm-hmm. And they said, oh, yeah, it's terrible. It's almost as bad as Detroit. And I'm thinking, what? Come on. First of all, the person who said that had never been to Detroit, so they really can't say. And then second, if you want to talk shit about Detroit, come on up here and say it to Detroit. Come on down, or up in this case, and say it to our face. Because it's one thing to talk shit about another community, or like we were talking earlier about the South and taxidermy, and to not have any experience with it. But when I released one of my early episodes, which was set in Detroit, I posted a sign, was this welcome to the city of Detroit, enter at your own risk. And people were like, is that real? I think that's real. I think they post that at the city limits.
Oh my gosh.
Like, my God, what have you people heard about Detroit? And then, going online and looking at it, we're like the worst city on all of these lists. But people come here and they're pleasantly surprised about what the city is like.
Mm-hmm. So say it to their face. She's issued a challenge. She's talking to you, Doug. It's exactly, if there's a listener out there named Doug, she's talking to you, bud.
That's right, Doug.
You say it to her face.
You bring that shit up here.
We all know who you are, Doug. Yeah, stop looking around. We're in your room right now. How do we get there? Don't worry about it.
You know what's going to be really scary? If Doug's at work in his cubicle and now we're in his room.
Exactly our plan.
Don't worry, Doug. We'll make up the bed. I see you left it unkempt.
We got to a weird side group. All three of us together there.
Sorry, I took it to a weird place, but I'm glad you all went with me.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, so this is something I feel like Chris and I can relate to.
Definitely.
Because there are two layers of it. The more specific layer for us right now is we are from North Carolina. And I'm not going to get political. But right now, with the former governor that just got out of office and a lot of laws that were passed that are discriminatory, we are considered, like, by a lot of people, I see people all the time on the internet that think everybody from North Carolina is a homophobic, backwoods, racist hick.
Crackers.
And that is, yeah, and that is not true. Like, it's just like, that's not me at all. Like, I've been outspoken about my advocacy for all sorts of different minority groups and groups that are marginalized on the show before without getting too much in detail. So, like, everybody from here is not like that. There is a minority that has kind of given us this image. But then you talk about the South. Everybody assumes the same thing about the South. It's all racists and Confederate flags and fat people who are eating barbecue and mac and cheese at weddings and
Walmart.
Well, okay, granted, I was just in Walmart today. Yesterday, because I needed dish detergent, and I needed dish detergent, and it's like I usually go to Target, but it's like $8 at Target. I can get it for like $6 at Walmart. I'm going to save the $2 and the 5-mile drive, and I'm going to go to Walmart. But I'm not like, you know.
Okay,
and
let's hold the coupon talk till later. Let's keep.
Yeah, and that'll be my next podcast. I'll be doing coupon talk. But no, like it's all these assumptions of like, oh well, the South is racist, and like in my neighborhood, yeah, when you ride through my neighborhood, there are Confederate flags, and I don't necessarily agree with the statement that's being made, but I'm not saying one way or the other how somebody should do whatever. I mean, freedom of speech, fine, but like everyone makes an assumption based on stereotypes, and I feel like that's what happens with Detroit. I'm going to be honest with you. I've been guilty before of being like, oh, Detroit. Well, Detroit's a rough city. I've never been to Detroit. I don't know that Detroit's a rough city. I had a friend that lives in Detroit who later told me, like, yeah, don't say that. Like, because everywhere has rough areas.
Right.
No matter where you are. So, like, don't talk shit on Detroit just because you've heard that it's bad. And I had to, like, reevaluate and be like, oh, yeah, that's really wrong of me. Like, I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't make an assumption.
I've got my thoughts for why I think some of this is there. I don't think it definitely answers the full question, but what do you think are some of the reasons, in y'all's opinion, why this like smack talk or just like looking down at certain areas might be? I mean, like we talked about political things or some other like cultural thing, but like what are some of the other reasons why you think something like that happens? Or like I think you had mentioned at one point, Nina, the idea of like two specific towns almost like going at each other.
Right. Well, if you look at New Jersey, I've only been to New Jersey once, and it seemed fine. I don't know that I'd want to live there, but New Jersey gets a lot of grief. Mm-hmm. And I don't think that New Jersey necessarily deserves all of the grief. Now, if you're from New Jersey and it deserves the grief, send me an email. I'll be happy to hop on board with that. But I think it's just easier to categorize things. Detroit is dangerous. New Jersey is uncultured. The South is uneducated or racist. I just think that people fall into these tropes, and it's easier to maintain them than to be discriminating and find out what the truth is.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, I feel like North Carolina and South Carolina kind of have one of those battles. I think Chris can probably attest to that.
Yeah.
North Carolina and South Carolina talk shit on each other all the time. Like, right. And some of it is like legitimate. Like people talk legitimate shit, and then sometimes it's just joking. Like my mom is moving to South Carolina. My mom's side of the family lives in South Carolina, and I always joke with them about how bad South Carolina is, and oh my god, the roads down there are terrible, and oh my god, this and that and this and that. But then they think the same sort of stuff about North Carolina, and they talk back at me all the time, and we claim the Panthers and they claim the Panthers, and then it's like, well, who's really got the right to the Panthers? And the answer is North Carolina, just because they're based in Charlotte, and
Noted.
I'm prideful. So
we also have NASCAR.
No, no. Well, okay. Well, nah.
Well, actually,
I have a confession.
What's your confession?
I'm a huge NASCAR fan.
Are you really?
I am.
I don't hold like this like utter like, oh, you're redneck hatred against it. I just don't enjoy it myself. Like I just.
Well, it's not for everyone.
Nina, what I'm curious. What is it about your amazingly calm demeanor that connects so much with a very loud sport?
I just like it. I'm actually sad because my driver left last year. Carl Edwards retired, so now I'm kind of at loose ends. I don't know who to be happy about.
Oh,
See, I have no clue who that is. I feel like
That's
I should,
okay.
but
I
like,
know who Carl Edwards is.
I haven't watched a race since Dale Earnhardt Sr. died.
Oh, yeah.
So it's
God.
been kind of a while. I was little. Like, I remember that race, and I was just like, never again. I'll never watch it again.
Okay. For some reason, as a child, had a high-pitched Southern accent, and you sounded like Wilford Brimley, the guy who sells like diabetes commercials.
Yep.
Diabetes.
Wait, not sells diabetes commercials, sells the products.
He doesn't sell diabetes.
Would you
No,
like
he
to be
does
in a
not.
diabetes commercial? But no, you brought something up a second ago with the whole Carolina Panthers thing that, for me, I think does play a huge part in this, like smack talking. I just wonder if it wasn't for sports, how much of some of this would still be there. I do think some would still be there. There's no way that it wouldn't. But it's amazing to me how much sports, even, I mean, think about, if you want to think like more locally at the high school level, like how often you have a rival, and you can think about those tense moments where like, oh my gosh, you can't believe those people from South. Like, I can't believe they do that. Or like vice versa. And there's something about, what is it about us? And maybe I'm going a little bit deep on us right now, but what is it about us that like really craves to want to like hate another area in order for us to be proud of our own area? You know what I'm saying?
It feels like some sort of like evolutionary, like we have to be the better one. We have to survival of the fittest type deal, like, which is, I don't know, it makes very little sense if you really break it down and think about it. But it's that way with sports. Like I don't know. It's I was talking to another podcast host who is a Seahawks fan. And being a Panthers fan, I was just like, oh, yeah, well, like the Dirty Birds, whatever. Like, whatever. You can like your Birds and your Russell Wilson and all that. And you can stay out there in the Pacific Northwest and enjoy all that. And she responds with like, okay, well, you can keep pounding the dab into the ground with another Super Bowl loss. Like, it's just like, and we go back and forth.
Ow.
But then it's just like, and we're good. Like,
Yeah, and that's fun. I mean, even though I'm sure there's some people who don't listen to spurts. Spurts. They so little listen to sports, they actually think that the term is called spurts. But
who are very confused by my sentence.
yeah, they were probably like dirty birds, dab, pounding. What
Well, okay,
are these
dab
things?
is not dabbing is not sports.
Well, but it originated.
No, it
in
didn't.
Sport.
Sure.
It was a dance in the Atlanta rap scene.
Yeah, but okay, we won't get into this. But
Yeah, let's
your,
not.
your quarterback made it popular, but we'll keep going.
That's fair.
So I do think that sports just has a huge part of it. And I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, if biologically for some reason we're going to be designed as people to want to hate other people, I would rather it be over sports than something like way more serious.
Right.
But it is just so strange to me because I just think sometimes like why do I not like that area again? Or why have I been told I don't like that? Oh yeah, because they have a large sports scene that is specifically the rivals of the teams that I were taught to
Right.
like, you know? So it's just interesting.
Well, but following sports, when you see someone who's wearing a T-shirt or a cap, that's the team that you like. Well, that person is an ally. That's a friend.
Right.
You've got something. It's an automatic touchstone with that person, even if you don't know them at all. You could be like, "Hey, go Steelers," whatever.
I've done that.
No.
I've had that conversation multiple times. I've done that with other teams that I'm just like, just beat the people we hate. Like,
Right,
I don't hate
right.
you, so you're automatically, if you're against them, you're with us. Like,
I have heard from listeners in Ohio who are like, "I'm a Buckeyes fan. I'm from Ohio, but I love your show." Which was really nice.
It is very nice. It's just also funny
Wait,
that that's
wait.
the caveat they have to make.
I have to ask you a question. If you're
Sure.
from Detroit area, are you a Michigan fan?
Hell yes. Do you see what's hanging behind me in the closet?
That's fair.
Yeah,
There is.
see, I see
I
it.
I do need to point out to you that you were talking to two Appalachian State grads.
Okay.
That's okay.
Okay, and this is an example of what's funny is I don't know about you, Nina. I don't know how much you follow sports. I actually am a very big sports fan, and it's just kind of funny in those moments where, like, I don't know. I think I'm realizing that the older I get, the more like old grandpa I'm becoming, and but like you can go a couple different ways with being old grandpa. You can be like, oh, there's creepy old grandpa again saying those offensive things, or you can also be like oh, sweet little grandpa that just wants to hug everybody. And I feel like there are times where like I used to love doing smack talk, and half the time now I just like when I hear smack talk I almost want to be like, but couldn't we all just be friends and eat a bagel
Right?
together?
Oh, that wasn't me doing smack talk. That was me making sure that Nina wasn't going to like delete her audio file because of the whole Appalachian State, Michigan thing. She just hit delete, guys. So I don't know. This episode may never air.
Yeah. So I don't know.
It's all good.
I think that is something that I found about myself is like, I don't know if this is the little old hippie in me or what, but I just want all the time everyone to hold hands and no one be mean to each other. But yeah, so I'm okay. Let me be clear. I'm not saying that both of you are going out of your way to say, let's find Doug and stab him like you did earlier.
Whoa.
I did go extreme there.
Yeah.
Not stab. Doug, we hope that if you are listening, we are actually not in your room and we're not planning to stab you. But
Right.
On the next episode of Already Gone.
It's just called Doug.
Oh no.
Already Doug.
Already Doug.
I'm gonna put you in our show notes as the host of the Already Doug podcast. All right, we've devolved into something fun, so we're gonna go ahead and wind down. If you'd like to send us a topic for discussion or a mental health check-in, or you have anything else on your mind, you just want to talk, you can send that over to us at isthisadultingpod@gmail.com.
You can also follow us on Twitter at isthis_adulting. Please find us on Facebook. We have both a page as well as we have this really awesome Facebook group called the Is This Adulting Best Friends, where people from all around the world really come together and do everything from share when they're having bad days and about their stories, but also are sharing the most recent video on YouTube of a monkey and a donkey becoming best friends and whatever other animal YouTube videos, things like that happen. So you can go on Is This Adulting Best Friends for that if you like. But please also subscribe, rate, and review us on iTunes if you can. That's how other people find the show. And we can continue to find more people out there that want to listen.
And also, we've gotten like 5 ratings and reviews in the last like 3 or 4 days, which is really awesome. And
yeah, thanks, guys.
Really blew me away. So thank you guys so much. We are currently entirely listener supported, so if you like what you hear, click the support the show tab over on our website, which is isthisadultingpod.com. If you go through Patreon, we have tons of cool rewards, exclusive content, much more. We've also got merch on our Threadless site. There's so many things. So check it all out. I mean, we think it's cool, so we'd like to thank the collection for the use of our theme music, The Borrowers, off their album Ars Moriendi. Nina, thank you so much for coming on the show. I hope you had fun and we didn't scare you too much with our rad libs, and we would love to have you on again in the future if you would join us and do us the honor.
Yeah,
I would love to. It's been a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Good.
Do you want to remind folks where they can find you?
I'm Nina Innsted. I'm the host of the Already Gone podcast. You can find me at alreadygonepodcast.com is my website. I'm Already Gone Pod on Twitter. And you can send me an email, host@alreadygonepodcast.com.
Cool. And after all of this fun that we just had, we are going to go record a Patreon exclusive and actually talk to Nina a little more about Already Gone and about the podcast just a little more in depth. So if you want to hear that, go on over to the Patreon and support us at $5 or more. So that's going to do it for us here this week on Is This Adulting? I've been your best friend, Steven.
And I'm your best friend, Chris, who also speaks like Nina.
And I'm your best friend, Nina. Thank you for listening.
I threw her off.
And remember, kids, be happy, stay healthy, and go hug someone.
Because you never know. It might be Doug. And I think he needs it after today. Don't we all think?
We've been pretty hateful toward Doug.
Have
I'm
a
sorry,
good day,
Doug.
Doug.
Please,
Doug,
have a
I
good
okay.
day.
hope you just have the best week, and I hope all of y'all have a good week too.
Listen to our sultry voices, Doug.
Doug. It's okay,
I'm not gonna
Doug.
try.
It's all going to be fine.
Gosh, he's so better than me every time I try.
Just give up.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's so much better. All right. We're going to end it on that note. So everyone, bye.
Bye.
Hi, this is Catherine.
And this is Shane on Car Journey Conversations.
Come and join us on our weekly podcast as we discuss topics inspired by conversations in the car.
Is being introverted really a bad thing?
Have you ever had a lucid dream?
Or discover if humans are being replaced by robots?
Visit us at www.carjourneyconversations.com and let's take you on the journey with us.